everybody, Cynthia here. I finally completed one of my boxes, and this is 6 by 6 by 3 inches deep. Okay, this is a gift box for somebody that I made. Got my little stamp there. I needed it so deep because I made a little, let me unwrap this here. I finished my paper bag album, okay, which measures, I think let me see, 4.5 by 5.25, yeah, 4.5 by 5.25, but it's nice and chunky, okay, so I wanted something deep enough, plus I made that chipboard album you guys saw on I think it was during the macchiato video, and it was about, like, say 2 3/4 inches chunky, deep. So I wanted to make a big box. So I came up with the measurements, and I thought I would share it with you guys, okay, because I want to make another one. So what you're going to need is one sheet of 12 by 12, and then another sheet you want to cut down 9 1/8 by 9 1/8 inch. Okay, so that's basically on your cutter. It's the first teeny tiny line right after the 9, in case you're not sure. So 9 1/8. Flip it around. 9 1/8 inch. Okay, that's going to be your lid. So once you have your lid cut, you can lay it on your scoreboard. And we're going to score at 1.5 inches on this side, and then go over to your 7, and you're going to score at 7 5/8 inches. So 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and score. Then flip it around. Score again at 1.5 and 7 5/8. Okay, that's going to be your lid. Then grab your 12 by 12 sheet and put that on your scoreboard. You're going to score at the 3 and the 9. That's going to give you your 3 inches deep. And then you're going to flip it. Score again at the 3 and the 9. So that gives you 3 inches deep at 6 by 6 inch inside for the box bottom. Okay, let me set this aside. I'm going to fold my box on the score lines. Hopefully I am in camera. Okay, your bottom square right here, you're going to want to cut on this score line and meet up with this score line. Just cut into there. Okay, so you have this flap. You're going to do the same thing on this side. And then flip your paper around. Cut on your score line right up against the next one. Don't go past it though. And then do the same thing on the other side. So on your ends, you should have created flaps. That's going to enable you to fold the box up and then glue up the sides. Okay? Let's put this one aside and fold up our lid on the score lines, and you're basically going to do the same thing for the lid. Now the lid that I created, the sides are approximately 1.5 inches. The inside is a little bit over 6. I wanted the lid to be just a little bit bigger so it would fit on really nice. So it's about 6 2/8 inches across, okay? So let's cut on our bottom square, first score line, right up to the next one. And we'll do it on here. Turn it around. and do the same thing. Now I've already cut my papers to decorate it. I'm not going to decorate the inside because it's basically just a little gift box. But I am going to decorate my outside. I like to decorate it before I glue it together. It just makes it easier for me. But you can do whatever you'd like. So I already have my papers cut. My top piece that's going to sit on top of my lid is just a little bit smaller than 6 inches because, like I said, this top piece across is 6 inches. I want to show a little bit of craft border, so I cut it a little bit smaller than that. Let me get you the measurements in case you want to know. Okay. It's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, this is almost 6 inches. It's like one line down from 6 inches, okay? I'm gonna add tape onto that. My side pieces are like 1.5, like they should be 1.5, but I want to show a little bit of the craft border, so I made them a little bit smaller than that. Okay, let me stand up because I can't eyeball this very well. Sitting down. Okay, that's my top piece, and then I have my 2 side pieces, and the box folds. So I want the stripes to run the same way. And then I have to put on my 2 other side pieces. So let me get that done for you. A lot of you guys already know how to put boxes together, but some of you don't. So I wanted to make sure I covered all my bases. Okay, let's line that up. Okay, do this one. Almost glued the wrong piece, and I've done that before. Ever since I got this tape gun, it squeals. It's like, you hear it? It's squealed ever since I bought it. I don't know why. Okay, let's get this piece on. This one's a little bit smaller, but that's okay. It's going to show a lot of border, and that one's not. Alright, let's check this one. Make sure. Yeah, they're going to be okay. And then I usually decorate the bottom of the box. In that big square piece, I did 6 by 6. Or this one's a little less than 6 by 6. This top piece was 6 by 6. And then the side panels are 3 inches. So I went a little bit less than 3 inches for my side panels. I honestly don't know the exact measurements because, to be honest, I just eyeballed it. But at least we have the measurements for the box, right? Okay. Okay, now that we have our papers on, what you're going to do is turn it around and get some glue. Fold this flap in. Put a little bit of glue on the edges. Fold this flap in. And glue up your edges. And then you're going to fold this up and meet it with the next one. And then do the same thing on this side. And at this point, I like to use my bone folder and really press it down. Okay. Same thing with this one. Fold your pieces in and add glue. I like to use liquid glue for this because it has a really strong hold compared to the HEG where it just seems to come apart on me if I use my HEG gun. But I'm in an extremely humid climate, so that may have something to do with it. Okay. And there we go, guys. We have our lid. Okay. There's our sides. So now I have the bottom piece. So I'm going to flip it. This is the inside of the box. I want to decorate the outside. You can decorate your inside as well, but just make sure you put your box together and then decorate the inside so that your paper will cover up these flaps and you won't see them. Okay, so stripes are running this way. They're really easy and fun to put together. I mean, they go together really quick. This box design with like the shorter lid where you can see the sides, you know, the bottom box. I learned that from BabyTweetums here on YouTube. And then this one I just came up with the measurements myself. But I love her box designs and her card designs, and she comes up with some really great ideas, so be sure to check her out if you haven't already. Sorry, I don't have fast forward. My computer's not that great, but you guys can fast forward through this towards the end if you want. Okay, we got one more. I am trying to do this really quick. My tape gun is not cooperating. There we go. Okay, and you want to do the same thing as we did for the lid. Flip it back over, fold these in, and add glue. Oh, wrong side. Okay, fold it up and meet them together. And then you're gonna do the next side, but first I like to really push it down good with my bone folder. But this is great, you know, for your mini albums. If you'd like to gift a mini album to somebody, they can either display their mini album and use this as a keepsake box, or they can just store their mini album in the box and display that, you know, if you decorate it up really nice. Okay, meet those. Put it down really good with our bone folder. And that's it, guys. That's the bottom, the top, and the sides, and the top. The lid fits on perfect. Okay, and it's all ready to decorate. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Have a great weekend.